Oh, Maya, thank you so much for properly submitting the multi-page PDF with your rough sketches. And thank you for the written rationale explaining the concept behind the posters. Let's go ahead and jump over to the posters. I think you're off to a great start here. I'm going to reduce the size here. I think that these are done very well. I think each one shows, really to a high degree, shows the intent of the poster. The one thing I would recommend, again, you have enough here to really challenge yourself using illustrative techniques and learning some of the techniques that we are learning, or I'm sorry, employing some of the techniques we're learning in week one. And I think you have really a great chance of developing those techniques into some really super interesting visual artifacts as we see here in the posters. The one thing I would recommend is add a little bit more type. I know you've got these Korean characters, and that's great, but I would recommend that we just kind of transpose these into some sort of maybe a tournament event poster or something. So you could like add a little bit of a text down here saying, a jiu-jitsu open tournament, adults age, male adults age, whatever, Saturday, December, whatever, and give the location. You see what I'm saying? That way, you're able to build and include some typography in the posters, and I think that's important. There are type requirements in the posters, as we can see right down here. Okay, so we do need to include type in the posters. As we can see, in all of the examples have type associated with them as well. So we want to include type. So my idea is to turn these into kind of event posters where you can just add some sort of a event location and information or something, just to employ some typography. The other option would be to replace these Korean characters with the word jujitsu and present it somehow in a really interesting typographic manner. But definitely want to include type in these pieces. As a matter of fact, it's preferable that you include two typefaces. So if you have a title and then a subhead, a headline and a subhead, you could include one in a sans serif typeface and the other in a serif typeface. So you definitely want to work on including typography in your work. And that will hold true really for the remainder of the course. Well, actually, that's not altogether true. So let's just say this, without giving too much away as far as our upcoming assignments go. I would say let's go ahead and concentrate on working typography into this series of posters. At that point, decide how you're going to work that type in, and then I'm perfectly fine with you deciding which one of these three you're going to pursue. Just go ahead and based on what you feel has the most potential for the project, go ahead and move forward in that direction. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to let me know. I'll be glad to clarify. All right, great job. Thank you very much.